Hi, this is Savage and you're watching the making of reIGNITION Part 2, the bullet time effect. The bullet time effect isn't of course the real bullet time effect from the Matrix movies, because obviously the camera isn't moving, but I felt that the term bullet time is kind of appropriate for the effect I used, and it's also kind of convenient, right? Before I start showing you how this effect was made, I need to tell you that in order for the bullet time to work like it should, you first need an appropriate action, an action that incorporates something unique, something extraordinary that slow motion just brings up. So in this case, this is this knife stab that is partially successful. The player is obviously not killed, and as a result, 3 members of the Counter-Strike team get instantly killed. So here's this action with the usual slow motion. Okay, it's fine, but nothing fancy, right? So first thing you need to do is mark the beginning and the end of the bullet time. The beginning is of course the knife stab. It goes along with the first shot, and then it ends when the last shots land, right? So I cut a part of the music and the first shot and muffled it with sound effect that is called resonant filter. It has even a preset that is called muffler, and this preset was the effect I wanted to achieve, so I didn't have to change anything, but for the shot I had to play with the settings a bit. So let's hear the difference. Okay, nice, but not that nice. The next step is adding some actual bullet time effects that I borrowed from the Matrix movie. That bassy sound, that weird sound that symbolizes the entering and exiting the bullet time. So let's hear them. Okay, and let's see how they work in the action. Okay, fine, but aside from the custom sound effects and the sound work I did, there is also some work to be done with the image itself. So I duplicated the layer, and for the lower one I added new blue zoom blur and some black and white color, and to the upper one there is a cookie cutter to make the blurriness be visible only around the edges. And for the sake of this action I added radial blur to put some emphasis on the knife hit. It goes down to 0 later on. And this is pretty much how my bullet time effect looks in all the other bullet time actions to be seen in reIGNITION. But for the sake of this very action, I created more customized look. There is this red tint to put some emphasis on the again to put some emphasis on the knife hit, and it's some basic color balance in midtones. But the most important thing for this action was that metal knife swish that symbolizes the incoming knife stab. So let's hear this swish. But as you can see, the hit comes from the left side, so I wanted it to be heard like it's coming from the left. So for this I needed this surround panel that it's unlocked by setting the audio from stereo to surround and playing with this dot to achieve the effect you want. For this I duplicated the layer, and for one it's like left back, and for the other is left center. Okay, so let's see the final result of the bullet time effect for this scene. Okay, so this is it. I hope you enjoyed metal making of, and see you in the next releases.